I had the pleasure of speaking with Izzy Gleicher and Paige Seber ahead of their visit to Binghamton for Speedy Fest. We talked about the amazing race, the new Big Brother season, and what they're most excited for here in the Southern Tier. Check it out. Yeah, we're coming up on a year since the Amazing Race aired. So, now having like that time to look back on it, what has that kind of experience, been for you guys?
We were really proud. We were devastated, but really proud when we finished the race. And I think probably the pride part of it has just grown with a little bit more space, being that close to the finale and not tasting it was really hard. And I think that was something that we had to get over. And now it's we just get to enjoy. I feel like we've just basked in all of these insane things we've done and, that we never thought we would do or could do. And so it's been kind of fun to look back now after some time.
Yeah, watching the race back with all of our friends and loved ones felt like a victory lap. And yeah, to leave it on that high note was really, really incredible.
Yeah.
You guys did so awesome, so entertaining throughout. One of the best parts is just seeing you guys interacting with each other. It's every other team is, blaming one another, and you're you're learning every time. I love you. It was amazing. Talk about just how you guys kind of maybe not necessarily grew there, but just going in, how are you guys the perfect team?
We are the perfect team.
Right?
No, I mean, I don't know. We've talked before that maybe it's crazy to see so many romantic couples not take advantage of the fact that we live together and work on our communication and our team building and being a well-oiled machine and a partnership every day of our lives. And so why wouldn't that translate into the race, when we both have the same goals and,
yeah,
we're still the same people. So the same type of support and stuff that stresses us out in real life is going to stress us out on the race. And so we just kind of tried to model our race like our real life kind of.
Yeah, and just like we do in real life, we made sure that we were constantly remembering that the best way to succeed is to support our partners. It's to be egoless and to just make sure that we're both in the best position possible to feel good and perform well.
Yeah, and you guys don't hide, what you guys represent when you go into, a show like this. Your first line was, "We're doing it for the queers." And so, kind of maybe just talk about how much pride you take in, being able to, represent the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, it's I guess it feels in some ways, the others of the world are broken records when it comes to TV, that we don't see ourselves on TV that much. We see versions of ourselves or we don't see ourselves at all. And so for me, even just getting the chance to be on Big Brother was wow, all I thought about was what people seeing me was going to mean. And now bringing my wife, into the mix and knowing how the media wants to portray or likes to portray queer people, we wanted to show another side of it, right? We wanted to show that queerness is a part of us but doesn't define us, and that we are these people that care about our relationship and each other and the world and the people that we surround each other with. And so I think, yeah, I don't know, that was all something that we were thinking about and feels really important. And yeah, super proud. I mean, who doesn't want to do it for their community or to help uplift people that are maybe struggling or dealing with the same things that you struggled and dealt with?
And I think we both have experiences with meeting people who are maybe meeting a queer person for the first time or the first time that they realize, and having trouble figuring out what to say and how to address it. And that we've always had better experiences when we don't mince words, and we name ourselves proudly and clearly and make sure that everyone knows that that's a great thing.
Was it a weird adjustment going from Izzy, obviously you played Big Brother by yourself, but now you go on to the show engaged and people are like, "Are you guys married now?" People are caring about your relationship. How has that kind of been and any fans just interacting with you guys?
Well, it's wild because I think the best thing about Big Brother is the fact that there are live feeds. And so while I was on Big Brother, I was talking about Paige all the time. And I feel it wasn't the race that even made this a thing. It was the Big Brother fans that were I was still on the show and Paige was getting recognized in coffee shops being "Are you Izzy's girlfriend?"
That's so funny.
And so I feel even from Big Brother, Paige has been the an equal part of my journey of the fans' experience of me, I think, has been through Paige also in a lot of ways. And so, I mean, yeah, selfishly, I was like, yeah, get her in there and like make her learn what this madness is. And like, you know, now there's no barrier for, understanding experience. And that's been my favorite part of bringing her into the fold. But
yeah, when they initially asked us to do the race, I was really hesitant.
Yeah.
And I thought that, you know, maybe just because of what we've seen of queer people in the race in the past, like maybe it was better for us not to be a part of this. And when Izzy finally said, well, I really want to share this TV experience with you. I want you to know what it feels like. I was like, okay, yeah, that's it. I'm in.
I got her.
Let's go. Yeah.
And, you know, you get thrown into this where you have to, you know, help Izzy fight battles that she started in Big Brother, you know.
That's not new. I live with this woman all the time.
Don't worry. You know, when you guys were out of The Amazing Race, I didn't even finish. I don't even know who wins. You know, it's not even important. So
there you go, Jess. That's right. That's right. Us either.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Big Brother, this year, you know, Survivor players are in it. You know, they can't hear you, but what advice would you have, you know, as someone who played with Suri and a Survivor player in the Big Brother house?
Yeah, I mean, I just really cannot. I don't think any Big Brother player can state this enough of just how long Big Brother is. You know, I think we're already starting to see the Survivor pace from Dee and Devins. It's like catching up with them, not just like for their own energy, but for like now maybe being slightly sloppy in conversations or enjoying that it can be really messy and like this, you know, this just an environment where things can spiral in a different way than on Survivor. You know, even the fact that, you know, Suri talked a lot about where it's like, yeah, I guess stuff happens at night, but not really. Like the sun is down, and even if we're not totally asleep, like we are all just like waiting for the morning to come. On Big Brother, like the lights literally never turn off. You know what I mean? Like you play the game 24/7, and sometimes that happens, and it's like, you know, I think the speed is the thing. Like take a deep breath. Finish one plan. I'm worried this week, Jess, you know?
Yeah, no.
I'm worried this week because, like, I feel like on Survivor, it's very quick. You have a plan, and even if it flips, it's still, like, there's not a lot of time to really go crazy with your plan.
There's too much time for things to go wrong.
Yeah, on Big Brother, it's like, oh, man, you can forget that you haven't actually finished that first move that you set up so well, you know? So, yeah, I would say slowing down, taking a deep breath, and enjoying the nothingness a little bit is probably the way to survive Big Brother.
So yeah, you guys are coming to Binghamton. Have you ever been in the upstate New York, Binghamton area?
I'm from New York City. So, I've been all over the state. I've like passed through Binghamton. I've never spent time in Binghamton. Super excited about it. I love upstate. I mean, I have a lot of New York pride. So yeah, excited to spend some time there.
You've been around the country now with The Amazing Race, but you've never been to Speedy Fest. So you guys are in for a treat. But you got hot air balloons. Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
No, but we will in Binghamton.
Let's go. And I hope you don't get any PTSD from the skydiving. You know, you won't be jumping out, so don't worry.
I'm going to be more scared than Paige.
I think I'm going to relish in this because she's going to be terrified. I'm going to be like, welcome to the party.
Yeah, that's why we have to do it.
Yeah.
Great. And then there's the famous Speedy sandwich, so you'll have to try that. Which is named after. So it's a staple around here. I hope you guys are excited for that.
We can't wait to experience everything Binghamton has to offer.
Thanks again, guys, so much. And I'll see you guys soon.
Perfect. Thanks, Jess.